the acoustics over here in this pile of stuff is significantly better than anywhere else. Anyways, today we are going to work on some stuff. First up though, as there's been many videos about similar things in the past, but we do some more updates to the air conditioning in the bus because hot weather. And then we come back out here and do some more things. So anyways, hopefully you enjoy. Well, looking at the temperature spread here, this is outdoors, which is 82. Inside currently 79. Our AC unit here from last year, I believe, is starting to wear out. Only problem with these things is I found they're only good for maybe 1.5 seasons. Also, the length of these hoses has a dramatic effect on their service life and their cooling efficiency. So we're gonna head out and go buy a replacement one of these. The hoses on it are on the bottom and come straight out. So I'll be able to have a nice, you know, gentle slope that goes down for both of these dual hoses. And the new one has a, I believe it's a Panasonic inverter rotary compressor. And those things are significantly more efficient. So it'll pull a lot less power if I don't need to run the thing on high, blah, 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 whatever. So anyways, we're gonna head over to the big box store and see if they actually have 53 of these on the shelf. So anyways, I'm gonna hop in the van and let's go. Apparently they're afraid that people are going to grab 70-pound things and walk out with them. So they have a series of locks. But those are the droids we're looking for right there. All right, now we have a giant thing in here. Oakley dokley. The project for right now is to replace this, let's see, it's the air conditioner exhaust vent line. Now, it doesn't look like it on camera, but that is actually a 4-inch line. And we're going to be upgrading it to a 6-inch line because you can only get so many CFM through a, you know, pipe of that size. And the fact that it's got a 90-degree bend in it also reduces the efficiency quite a bit. Now, I forgot that the first air conditioner I tried to use in here only used 4-inch exhaust piping. And as I've upgraded and tried different ones, I didn't really remember that this 4-inch line was down here. So up there's 6-inch exhaust line coming down to this fitting in the floor, and then it connects all the way down to that. So let's see if we can do a little bit of upgrading here. Aha, I just remembered. I put some insulation in here. I forgot about that. We'll have to put that back when we're done. Okay. That is significantly larger. I don't think there's any way that that's not going to improve our airflow. Now, granted, we did still have to neck down to a 4-inch opening right there, but it's sort of tapered and it's only one spot in the end. This here, I mean, we've almost got line of sight minus that 90-degree bend, so I think that should help a lot. I'm gonna fire up the AC and see how it flows. Then we're gonna work on getting all of the tape and insulation put back on there so we don't unnecessarily heat this area. Okay, we're working on getting our insulation wrapped back on here. Just using this towel for the upper part, and then I've got some old jeans I'm gonna put around the rest of it in strips. Yeah, this Nashua Force Flex tape is really good stuff. It does not like coming back off. Okay, we have it insulated for now. I'm not gonna wrap up this end nearly as good as this and completely encapsulate it because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to cut that into a 6-inch hole. But to do that, I have to open up the condenser bay here for the AC on the bus. And that's a whole thing that I don't have energy for right now. The next couple days, it's supposed to be a little bit cooler, at least below 80. So I can already tell inside that this is actually helping quite a bit, even though we do have a major restriction there on the end. But for now, we're going to call this good. I'm going to pack stuff up and call it good for the day. We got the major part of it done. I just cutting a hole through sheet metal with a 6-inch hole saw is not in my energy levels for today, or probably tomorrow. But anyways, it's working good. Excellent. Bit of an update here. This thing's been installed for probably about a week now, and it seems to be working really well. I had to get a little bit creative with the venting, since this new air conditioner uses 6-inch ducting. What I've done is, for the intake, I've attached it down here to our powered outside ventilation. So that basically forces air up in here, because, well, the feed line down there is a little bit smaller, but anyways, seems to work good. I put some insulation over the output line, and that goes down below to where we have upgraded to the 6-inch piping. Seems to be working a lot better. It would be a little bit more ideal if I could replace that last adapter that's going through the wall down there. So it's also 6-inch, but that will be happening at some point. Just for right now, it seems to be working pretty well. But this new unit is a Hisense, and I mentioned before that it is a variable drive compressor run by a DC inverter inside the unit. It's been working really well. It uses significantly less power, which is good in my situation here, because I only have so much available power to use inside the bus. But the neat thing is, it has a dehumidifier mode, which will run the thing at about maybe 30% power. So I can have this on, get a little bit of cooling and also dehumidification and whatnot. So that allows me to basically keep this on while everything else is on in here, and I don't have to worry about overloading my feed from the grid and all that. So for now, this thing doing work, and definitely glad we got it swapped out. Right now, though, I think we're going to head out to the warehouse. I'm kind of having one of those days where I need to keep myself distracted. I did get some stuff from White Raven, though, so we're going to play around with the stretto a little bit and try out some of the new exciting products he's selling. And I'm sure there's other stuff out there we need to work on as well. So anyways, I'm going to get loaded up. I've got the editing computer, and we're going to go out to the warehouse for a day and see what we can figure out. We have arrived at the warehouse, and you may have noticed I'm already sitting on the floor. So a couple things we're going to work on. One, the soccer chair desperately needs new tires. As you can see, maybe you can see, these are very bald. I've actually been carrying these around for a while. I think I actually brought them to the trip in California. Anyways, we're going to take these wheels off of we're going to take these tires off these wheels, and same on this, and attempt to put these on here. They seem to be about the right size. Also, does anyone else have that thing, if you've got nerve damage, where it feels like there's a cell phone, quiet you, where it feels like there's a cell phone stuck on vibrate inside your leg or your foot? I've been getting that going on again, and it's super obnoxious. It'll buzz for a few seconds, then stop, and then buzz again. It's one of those things that doesn't normally bug me, but now that I'm thinking about it, it's kind of like, yeah, good times. Anyways, let's see if we have the right size one of these. There we go. And we have a jack right here. So I think all we need to do is put this under there, take that off of there, take this off of here, and then things. I guess we'll just use the back guard. There we go. Of course, I didn't bring my lights with me, but hey, whatever. I think I've had these wheels off of here once before. They have, it's sort of like a Quickie P222, the way these mount. There's 4 bolts, and I guess we should turn the brakes on. There's 4 bolts, and this might not be the appropriate tool for the job. The problem with these long Allens is they tend to twist a little bit. I'm gonna see if I have something else lying around here. I think we might have gotten lucky here. This little toolkit that I use has this one pass-through little bit, and it appears to fit in there perfectly. So we just need, I think, a 1/4 inch socket. There we go. Now, it is quarter drive, so all we need to do is break these loose, then we can go back to that other inappropriate Allen wrench. So the mounting hubs on these are very simple. It's just a flat surface with 4 bolt holes. I'm kind of wondering if the manufacturer of this chair actually machines these out or not. They appear to be split wheels though, so hopefully we can take those apart. And here's what the output shaft on the motor looks like. It's an inline gearbox, and that's it. Very simple. Oh, these nuts are so close to the edge that you can't fit a socket on there. Seriously? I guess this is what end wrenches are for. That or power tools, maybe. Okay, that's obnoxious. See, there's not enough clearance. All right, I dug around in my pile of stuff, and I found some metric 3/8 drive Allen thingies. So maybe we'll get lucky and this will fit. And it does mostly. Then random end wrench. Kind of loose, but maybe. And a pre-broken 3/8 drive ratchet. Hey, what do you know? Getting the right amount of leverage does something. By the way, I don't think I've ever encountered an Allen drive this big on a socket before, 17 millimeters. No idea where these came from. I did find my old toolbox though that had a lot of my old Snap-on stuff in it. Most of that has been stolen over the years, but those are definitely not Snap-on. These tires are actually exhibiting some force. I'm kind of curious now to see what kind of foam is inside these. And also, see how there's a giant gap in there now? I don't know if I'm going to be able to press that down by hand with the new ones. Probably also need a flat blade screwdriver to get this out of here. Oh, nope, we're good. Actually some fairly soft foam. Yeah, there's the one half of the split wheel. And there's the other. Oh, maybe they did actually make this themselves. It says PSS there. Yeah, this is billet aluminum that was machined. You can see all the marks in there. Probably not with this camera, but yeah. All right, cool. Let's see now if we can get these off of here. Wait a minute, I have deep sockets. Ta-da! Fresh from Craftsman circa, what, 2005? There we go. Yeah, and the bolts on the back of this wheel are captive. They press in and have like a spline or a square lock or something. And it looks like the hub is held onto the wheel with the same bolts that holds the split rim together. So that's a bonus. Some weird lug caps. Ow. they tried to escape. Let's see. Can we use the magnet to... Yeah, there we go. Okay, we've got a wheel. All right, what foam we got in here? Darker colored. Steel feels pretty soft. Steel feels. Okay, which side out? Both sides are kind of crappy looking. They're mostly the same, so it doesn't matter. Question is, will we be able to compress this enough to get our bolts to do anything? As you can see, that doesn't really stick through there. Can I just force this? Not really, since my arms are not a wheel machine. Maybe... No, that made it worse. Ooh, how about a C-clamp? I think I have some of those. Okay, we have a C-clamp. As you can see, though, it's missing the little spinny part on it. I got this from Harbor Freight, probably also back in like 2008. I was gonna try and use these as spacers, but they're too wide. So, what we're gonna do instead is kind of line this up so our holes are straight across. And since this is the back and we can't see it, well, soccer chairs are supposed to have scratches on them anyways, so we're just gonna do one of these sort of deals and see if it'll give us enough compressing to get one bolt in here. And once we get one bolt, then the other bolts will get jealous and they'll be like, we want to go in there. Assuming this whole thing doesn't fly apart and remove my eyeballs in the process. Did I? Of course, I put the clamp right in the way. There we go. Now, carefuling. Hey, we have enough threads. If we're sneaky, we can get one on here, just enough. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that definitely marred our finish just a little bit, but it's on the inside. And also, once again, soccer chair. The more messed up and banged up the chair is, the more it means you play soccer and stuff. This is a really good way to break aluminum wheels, is putting tension on one corner. But we're just going to do it a little bit so we can get another bolt through here. Perhaps. Look at that. Okay, now, once again, you may not be able to see it because of this camera. There's a little line around these wheels, and I checked the spacing between the edge of the wheel and that line to make sure they're fairly centered. At this point, we don't really have much say in the matter because it's so tight, but I'm going to go around and tighten these somewhat evenly, and then in theory we should be good. Then we can do it all over again on the other side. Oh, I just realized these things are going to squeak like crazy. Well, I guess I can always run around outside on the asphalt and get that squeaky coating off of these a little bit. Let's get our chair back over here. Safety. And yeah. I think it looks better already. These darker gray tires. I don't know what it is with these light gray. Oh, look at those. With these light gray tires, man, they just, I don't know. I think they look so horrible on mobility chairs, except in very specific use cases or something. And I'm not going to go too crazy on these because this, I'm assuming it might be steel. I don't know if it's aluminum, but like whatever's going on with those motor hubs, I get the feeling, just the hand feel with the wrench, like they might strip out. So we're just going to go equal with all of these and not go too insane. I'm pretty sure I could strip something out just using this and my hands. Yeah, that doesn't feel like it's steel. Okay, there we go. Should we see if it does burnouts? Yeah, let's go for it. This might be extremely dangerous. All right, looks like a thing. Okay, let's turn that speed back down before I forget. And now on to the other side. I'm just gonna do that real quick. Time. Okay. My hands are now sticky because of whatever's on these. But we now have new tires. Okay, I'm gonna go wash my hands and pick up all this filth and rest for a little bit. Then we'll move on to whatever's next. Yay. Oh, and I'm trying to recover these batteries. I'm pretty sure they're bad, but we're trying anyways, just for no reason. Those are from the TDX SP2, by the way. Completely unrelated to anything else we're doing here today. Next up on our random list of projects is this MacBook that I got here a couple months ago. I don't know if you can see, but it was pre-dropped for our convenience right here on this corner. And I was noticing that this little piece right here, yeah, is sticking up. So we are going to do some file management on this here MacBook. Since this is poking up and the screen is up there, yeah, I'd rather not have this sticking up. So, yeah, can't believe I'm doing this. Pretty soft aluminum. There we go. That did not take much at all. All right, cool. Since this camera is not very detailed, let me get my phone out here and I'll show you on this. So here is after we have filed down the corner of the MacBook. You can see it definitely pulled some of the paint coating or whatever it is off of there, whatever that surface is. But now it's nice and smooth. And even though this top corner is also dented, you can see there just a little bit, it now fits together without that smashing into the screen. So we will call that a win. Next up here, we've got a couple of things from White Raven. These are some replacement TPU rear caster caps for the F3 right here, and also some lug nut spikes in blue to match the stretto. So we're gonna put these on real quick. Oh, and also replacement brake release levers back here, which of course I forgot to grab the Allen wrenches. Apparently these are a pretty popular item he's been selling. But basically printed out of TPU, these are little spikes that go directly on the lug nuts. I think, yeah, there we go. We just push them straight in like that. That's great. They're a nice tight fit, so they're not going anywhere. And yeah, that definitely adds a bit of a look to the chair. Let's see here if we can spin this around without running ourselves over. Yeah, there we go. Just push these on. We got to make this chair as blinged out as possible here. All right, cool. Oh, and a joystick knob. Haha. Okay, let's get this joystick knob on here. Turn this thing off. So the old one, just pull that off. This is sort of a quantum inspired one. I won't call it a clone, but obviously the color's a lot better, and I like the semi-translucent TPU, and it's kind of grippy and stuff. Let's get this on here. Oh yeah, that is a much tighter fit than the previous ones. White Raven, did you modify that a little bit? This is exactly what I was looking for. There we go. It's almost impossible to put on, but at the same time, it will not come off. Yeah, I can barely get this thing to rotate. Sweet. Yeah, we can throw this in the pile of other stuff we're not going to be using. Excellent. Nice. And then we've also got here, I think this is the new-ish product. Well, also these caps, we're going to be testing those, but replacing these levers here with something that's color-coded. So I think I need to get, I can't remember if that's a screw or an Allen, but I need to grab some tools real quick and then we'll swap these out. Okay, let's see here. I think these are Allens. Kind of a tight fit how this chair is set up here. Is it this side or the other side? Oh, there we go. There we go. If we flip into neutral, we can access it a little bit easier. This chair doesn't have a lot of clearance though for using folding Allen keys like this. Ah, there we go. So here's our stock one with this little grub screw in there. And then I think the holes in these ones, yeah, they're just tight enough for that to go through, no problem. Ooh, that looks good. So this or this. Let me find some non-folding versions of these real quick, and might make it a little bit easier. I actually grabbed the iFixit kit here. I think this has some small ones. Yeah, there we go. This one here. Oh, and they have this flexible driver. Perfect. This will work great. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna put it so it sticks through just a little bit and I should feel it click into place. Yeah, there we go. And then crank it down the rest of the way. And these, since it's just screwing into TPU, you just want to screw it in until it's flush, basically. And it will hold it into place on the other side. I just have my finger over here, trying to feel that. And there we go. That looks great. Okay, this is significantly better. Now we have a matching breaker release lever instead of this stupid yellow thing. We got some spikes sticking out here. This is great. So I'm gonna spin this around and do the other side, and then, yeah, I love it. Now, I'm not usually much into having a bunch of color on power chairs, but since this thing already came in this kind of a cool blue color in the base and the back and everything, I figure, you know, we might as well get the brake levers and the spikes and the joystick knob on here, which actually is a little bit, oh, I still need to tighten that down, I guess. Anyways, the last thing I need to get to complete this look is this black piece of plastic here on the bottom. These are actually interchangeable. You can order these from a few different websites. Actually, probably Build My Wheelchair would be the best place. Not sponsored, by the way. But this, you pull this off, and then this whole cover just kind of snaps off the bottom. And then we can get a matching blue thing, and we'll have a very, very blue chair. The plan for this thing, obviously, I'm still going to do like an official review on it. I'm working on a few different places to take it, and maybe that original trail that we did I think it was the M3 and also the Edge 2.0. So we might take it out there. But what I want to do is get some bigger tires for this thing. Some of those really wide ones. Since this chair is already ridiculously narrow and the seating is wider, that means we have room to put some really obnoxiously large, or rather wide tires on it, and it'll still fit through doors just fine. Did a little bit of checking, and the fenders, I don't know, we might have to ditch those. The lighting circuit's already screwed up anyways, if you remember from the very first video with this chair. So I don't really care about having those on there, but we definitely want to get some nice large tires on this thing, and then try to use it as much as possible. Now it only goes, I think, 6.1 miles an hour, and I don't know what the range is going to be with the Group 22 batteries in there. But once again, we need to test all that. But we got to finish doing our mods to it first, obviously. Well, I don't know. Maybe I should review it with the stock tires on there. I don't know. We'll do something. Yeah, I'm just going to record the back of the chair. So here we have Ryan in his chair, and we're going to test out these new 13-piece modified clutches. This is a 2017 chair?
Yes.
2017 F3. It originally came with this weird style that has the nut that they stopped doing because it's terrible. And on the other side, he's already got one of the new ones that have 12 washers in it. From what I'm hearing, those last about 6 months. So we're going to swap this one out. I'm pretty sure it'll just bolt in. We'll find out here in a second. With one that we modified and see how it works, roughly. Okay, so there's this nut and a washer that comes off in this plastic cap. Apparently there's some weird stud in here. I don't think I've ever actually had these apart. I'm hoping this is just threaded on both sides. It appears to be. And then we can pull this whole mess out of here. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, I see what they're doing. So this is sort of like the old version with the where they're using the O-ring to adjust the friction. So this edge, this piece here has tapered edges. There's an O-ring, and this plastic cap goes over the top. And then as you tighten it down, it just smashes out the O-ring. No wonder these are so terrible. Huh. Okay. And then they just put it all in with this. This should just drop right in. I'm gonna clean it out first though. So yeah, I just carefully pushed it in there. I think all we have to do is tighten on this bolt now. And then step 3, profit. Yeah, let me get my foot over here. I'm referring to the underpants gnomes from South Park. Step 1, collect underpants. Step 2, step 3, profit. Nobody knows what step 2 is. Okay, this is a two-handed operation. Okay, something. It, shaking your chair around. Feels like we have tension. All right.
Indoor test?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. See if this one will even turn.
Do turn test first.
Seems good.
Yeah, it's breaking traction a little bit.
Yeah, like I said, this one's pretty tight, so it might take a little bit to wear in. You can run outside real quick and hit one of the drains or something, carefully. Am I supposed to take this?
There you go. Yeah.
Sweet, thank you.
You have M300.
Excellent. You've got bolts.
If I holler really loudly and yell, then there's a problem. I should probably put my feet up a little bit.
Oh, weird. These are different. So this one's thicker for some reason than this one. I wonder if that changes with the kit. I think it does, actually. Oop, and that just broke. Huh. Yeah, see how this is thin, thicker right here? And then this is really thin? Weird. So I think this one... I don't know, it goes back on there fine. Doesn't interfere, so I don't think it does. Well, if the one on your left side pops out, it's the old style, and the one on the right is the newer one. I think the clearance is fine, but...
So which one did you modify? The one on my left or right?
The left.
Okay. So Dan's version's the left.
Yep.
Permobil's version's on the right. And we're gonna see which one lasts longer.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. I think you're good.
Cool.
Yeah, this one, it looks like someone was chewing at this with, well, I won't say the name of the place, but I'm pretty sure I know how this got screwed up.
I mean, there may have or may not been a flat blade screwdriver involved.
You can use a flat blade, but you have to do it
like just at the end.
just right, like this. You'll see it in the video later, but you just lightly put it in here and pop that up. You don't just jam it straight in, which is clearly what they did. Anyways. All right, cool. Well, we'll see how that works. Somehow, it is now 10 o'clock at night, and I'm still here at the warehouse, finishing editing this video. I know time always gets away from me. I think I came out here at about 11 a.m. or something like that. But yeah, so Ryan's chair, we got, well, he's got 2 new anti-flutter clutches on the back. One of them is a stock one, and the other one, which is the one I installed today, is one that I modified, which was actually from the M300 over here. This orange guy. So right now we have 0 caster flutter clutches on the back of this thing, which is fine. I've got a couple of them on order through Build My Wheelchair, but from Permobil directly. They're like 20 bucks each and come with the cap and everything. So I'm going to get those 2 delivered, modify them, and then stick them in this chair. I don't really use this chair at all. Maybe I should put them in this chair. I don't know. Anyways, we'll figure something out. But regardless, I think we're gonna wrap it up for today. Done a bunch of random things. There's a bunch of footage where I was working on the auxiliary bathroom tanks on the bus. I didn't include that in this video. I don't know. A lot of stuff ends up hitting the cutting room floor sometimes. But anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully, lighting. But yeah, thanks for watching. Lots of fun stuff to work on always. So anyways, hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you Thursday on the live stream.